Shore Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Georgia Tech's offense will get the first swing of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll give it to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Dropping back, it's Kane. He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Pitt Panthers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 39. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the right. And that is incomplete. Guys, let's talk for just a second about Pittsburgh. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed.
Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Let's take just a second and talk a little Pitt. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Fires to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And it's no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The give to the left side. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's King. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. So 1st down here as they go back to work. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. The lone back's got it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. Got enough for the 1st down. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They'll go to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Sparks. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! First points of the day are on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking out front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 35, he's got room. He now has 85 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Sparks. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for just a few yards.
This offense will find different ways to get their backs involved. It's not just tailbacks, but how about the fullback there? He makes a catch just for a few yards to help keep this drive going.
They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the 2nd half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Grabbed in the middle. It stops. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. To the ground to try to move the chains. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. It's an outcome.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I'm a play caller nowadays, man. I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. Looks it in at the 40. Can they catch him? Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He's got the back in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. To the air, it's Sparks. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Oh, he missed it. No good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give to the single back. Turning it on! Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back.
Now, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get 1st downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Good, solid pickup there now. They can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll move the tight end. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much room. They pick up of 2 down to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
Well, we talk about how rain can affect the passing game and ball security, but affects special teams as well. This kicker has now missed 3 field goals.
Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st first down. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but another missed field goal doomed that effort. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Sparks. Here's a heat. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the 1st down.
Gets it past the marker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. Running back searching for a hole. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's King. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Just goes right through the wicket, brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity.
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Quarterback empties his backfield. This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Offense scoops it up and still going. Into the house. Touchdown, Yellow.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the run. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their third sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
Right down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Pitt will have to boot this one away.
Number 97, on
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. Open space at the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's Sparks. Caught near the sticks, it's Hicks. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage, they got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Holmes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Stop just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Right back to the well. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Pitt! They move on top here in the fourth.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To throw, it's King. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's loose. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Give to the running back. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking for space. It's Haynes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. He'll take it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They've got time here to take a shot or two, but they need to be smart. They're already in field goal range.
QB slice it. No gain on the play. 3rd down coming.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Haynes. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
QB slice it. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Final minute of play, all locked up. Are we headed to overtime?
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple of seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense is not completely screwed this thing.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw. It's Sparks. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Setting up the screen. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18. Here we go. Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Pittsburgh now has it in the red zone.
Form. Ready, go.
Might as well give it to him again. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. Touchdown, Panthers! And they grab the lead here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too.
There he goes. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Quick handoff. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Calls his own number. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. Looking downfield, it's King. Pressure coming. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
This kid's got a big-time leg, man. He hit that into the wind, and it looked like that could have been good from 50.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. They'll give it to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. 3rd down, and they need to be smart here so they don't make it a more difficult field goal attempt. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. A big 3rd down play to try to keep the drive alive in overtime. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. That'll do it. A double overtime touchdown to walk it off.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening. But we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation.